Hello all, welcome to the Cloud DevOps Guru channel. Today we will discuss about the branching in the Git repository. In the previous session, we had discussed about the what is the version control system, what is meant by Git, what is meant by repository, how we can create the SSH keys, how we can log in with the SSH, how we can work with the HTTPS, and some basic commands. Okay, today we will understand the branching. Whenever you start working on your project, so you have to deal with the branching also. In a different organizations, they will follow the different branching strategy. So some of the organizations will follow the branching strategy as per standard. They will follow the dev environment, means dev branch, QA branch, PPE branch, and prod branch. These are the some standard branching strategy. But in some of the organizations, they have the only master branch or slash main branch. Then they will create the some feature branch for the parallel development. Means for example, you have the multiple developers in the organizations and you are working on the same project. So one developer get the some feature to development and another developer get the some other features to development. So he will create their own branch. Like if I am working on the some task, I will create the feature branch here. Feature branch. Or you can create the feature only. And I will start working on the my task. After finish my work, I will create the pull request to the master branch and I will assign that pull request to the some senior person who is in my team. He will review my code and he will merge my code into the my main branch or master branch. These standards will follow the some of the organizations. These branching strategies are vary from organization to organization. So now we will understand here how to create the branches. Today we will understand how to create the branches, how to move into the branches, and also how to push the code into the some particular branches. These some concepts we will discuss today. Okay. So whenever you are working the project, you have to clone that project into your local. We had already seen how to clone that, how to create the SSH key and how to put into the settings and start working using the SSH. If you are not done, so please go and select this and clone that repository into the your folder using the git clone. Then paste the your URL here. I already cloned that. I'm not cloning here. Just I will log in into the our git bash and I will run the git branch. So git branch command will be give the list of branches into the your git repository. In my git repository, I have the only one branch, that is the main branch. Okay. So wherever you see the star, that is the current working branch. Okay. Now I wanted to create the branching for my organization. I will follow the branching like this only. I will create the 4 branches. Okay. One is the dev, QA, PP, and prod. Okay. Here, some of the times production branch means like we can call it as a master branch or also we can call it as the main branch. Means my production branch is the already available. Okay. Now, if I wanted to start working on the some feature, I have to create the some branches here. So how we can create that branch? We can create the branch using the git checkout -b and your branch name. For example, now I wanted to create our branch as the feature. Enter it. Now you can see you get the message switch to the new branch feature. Here, when I run the command, For create the branch, here I run the git checkout -b. My branch name is the feature, right? So whenever I run this command, it will create the branch. It will create one branch as a feature. Then it moves into feature branch. So now you can see here, my branch is the feature. Initially, my branch is the main, but now my branch is the feature. So here you can run the git branch for confirm that. Now you can see star mark is on the on the feature branch. It has created and it is become the current branch of your repository. So now here you can see, do the ls. You can see here I have the code, similar code from the master branch or main branch. Now you can see here, whatever the files are present into the our main branch, those files are present into the feature branch. Means whenever you create the branch from the any branch, so whatever the code is present in your branch, for example, master code has the master/main branch has the code, like you have the file like a.html, b.html, and c.html. These are the files are present into your master. Whenever you create the branch, it creates the same copy from the your master to your feature branch. Means whenever you create the feature branch, it will create the feature branch with these three files or with these all the code, whatever the present into the your master. Then you have to start working on your feature with those already code. For example, I had implemented the d.html. So here this implementation is present into the my branch only. Now I will show you. For example, I have the code here, first.html, test and test.html, right? Now I will create the one demo file, demo dot, for example, txt. This is demo of branches. Save and exit. Now you can run the git status. So it will show the status of your repository. Here we are one untracking file. So for tracking it, we have to add it. Git add. Then git commit -m created demo file for branching understanding, right? Then we have to git push for push the code out from local repository to the remote repository. Git push. My remote repository is the origin and my branch name is the feature, right? So enter it. So whenever you wanted to push your branch with your code, you have to run the command git push. Your remote name is the origin and your branch name feature, right? So now go into the remote repository. So now you can see here feature had recently pushed. Means this branch is recently pushed. Now you can see here two branches are currently it is showing the two branches. If you want to the changes into the that branches, you can click on feature branch. Now you can see here you have the one extra file is the demo.txt, right? But in the main branch you are not having that file. Okay, means you are assigned some code and you are assigned to develop some feature in your project. So you had written that code in your feature branch and you wanted to take that code into your in your main branch also. So how we can do that? We can do that using the pull request. Create a pull request. Now you can go here, click on the pull request, new pull request. So now you can see I wanted to create a pull request from feature to main branch, right? Create it. Give some message here. So you have created the pull request for your changes. Once you have created the pull request, so your seniors will be review this pull request. Then if that code is okay, this I had developed only small file only. But if you have developed some feature, so our senior will be look into the all the code and review our code. If he feels it is okay, then he will approve the code. Then he will merge code into the our main branch or production branch. So now if you wanted to get all the code into the your main branch, just you have to merge it. Confirm the merge. Here you can see pull request successfully merged and closed. Now you can go into the your code. Now you can see demo file is present inside the your main branch or production branch also. In this way, we can develop our feature into the feature branch. Then we create the pull request for the merge the code into the main branch. Our seniors will be review our code and he can accept our pull request and he can merge the code into the our branch. Whenever we merge the code, so here you can see whenever we merge the code, it has created the one commit with our commit request, right? Merge pull request. So in this way, we can whatever we can do the changes into the our feature branch, we can merge that code into the our main branch or production branch. So if you wanted to create only branches, you don't wanted to move inside the branch, so you can do that also with using the git checkout hyphen b and your branch name. We had created the branch and also move into the that branch, but just I wanted to create the branch only here. Now git branch, you can list the branches. You have the two branches. Now I wanted to create the branch, new branch, git branch. What branches I wanted to create? I wanted to create the dev branch. Now you can see I had created the branch, but it is not moved into the dev branch. I am currently available in the only feature branch. You can see git branch. Now I have the three branches here, but my current branch is the feature branch. I am not moved into the dev branch. When I run the git checkout hyphen b branch name, it create the branch and moved inside that branch. But when I use the git branch with our branch name, it's only create the branch. If you wanted to move inside that branch, you can use the git checkout dev. So now it's switched into the dev branch. Now you can run the git branch. Now my current branch is the dev. So here in the git checkout hyphen b hyphen feature, in this command we done the we perform the two commands here, right? For do the similar work, we perform the two commands like git branch or branch name is the dev. We created the branch. Then git for moving inside that branch, git checkout or branch name. So in this way, we can move to the our required branch. Okay. Now I will develop here some files. vi dev.txt. This is demo dev. Right now, I had implemented something into our dev environment. You can run the git status. If you want to track, you can add it. Git add, git commit -m dev demo git. If you want to push it, git push origin dev. I had pushed my branch into the remote repository. Now you can see dev had recently pushed the code. Now you can go into your branch now. Dev branch. Now, if you wanted to merge code into the some specific environment, so you have to create the pull request, right? So you can create the new pull request. From where to where you wanted to. I wanted to move dev to main branch. So create it. You can give anything. Demo dev. Create the pull request. Now it's created the pull request. Once the senior will be review your code, he will accept and approve your code to merge into the next branch. Now you can see successfully it is merged. Go to the code. You can see dev.txt file is present into the main also, right? Now you can see the commits here. Two commits are there, right? One commit for the merge request and already one commit is present into the our dev environment. Those two commits are created here. Now you had the changes into your main branch, but in the local you are not having those changes. You can go to the git checkout main branch. Here you can see you have only 3 files. In the remote branch you have the current latest changes, but in the local branch you are not having those changes. So if you wanted to get those changes, you have to pull it first. Git pull origin main. Okay. Or you can run only git pull, means it will run the our main. Now you can see these changes are fast forwardly get into the our local. Now you can see it is synced between the remote and local repository. Okay. Now I wanted to move into the feature branch. Git checkout git checkout feature, or we can go into the dev. Now I am in the dev. I will create one another file. testing. This is testing file. Git status, git add, git commit -m testing file, git push origin dev. So I had pushed the testing file into the dev branch. Now go to the dev branch. Now you can see testing file is the present inside the dev branch. Now you wanted to create the pull request. Go to the pull request, new pull request. Dev branch here to I wanted to move inside the feature branch. Okay, these two changes are not present into the feature branch. Now create the pull request. Demo. Create it. Okay. Once the developer means once our senior will be review our code, he will accept our changes, then merge our changes into the our branch wherever we require. Okay. Once it is merged, that code will be available inside the our branch. Just I had merged that into the feature branch. Right? Here you can see. But in the local, I wanted to work on the feature branch. Move into the Git checkout feature. I wanted to work some feature. Means I'm creating some files here. Testing file. This is testing. Save. Now git status. Now you can see here only 4 files are there. Git add, git commit, git. I wanted to push these changes into the remote origin feature. Now you can see it is rejected. Why? I'm not able to push the code into the remote repository into the feature branch. Why? Because it has the difference between the remote branch and local branch. If you have the difference, then you have to pull that code into your local. Git pull origin feature. First you have to run the pull command, then you have to push the code into the remote repository. Now you are able to push code into the feature branch. Means whenever you have the difference in the remote and local repository, you have to pull the code. Now I am able to push the code into the remote repository. Okay. In this way, you can deal with the any branching. You can write the code, you can develop the code, you can create the pull request. That's it from my end today. Thank you for watching this video.